Ladies and gentlemen, that's a picture wrap on Bill Skarsgård. Let's give him a hand.
I remember when we wrapped the first movie, the last day of the shoot, feeling like we did something special here.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
But you don't dare to trust that feeling because you're like, oh, what if you're wrong? What if this is a disaster? And what if your performance is a disaster? But then it shattered every expectation I think anyone had on it. It was strange because I'd been away from Pennywise for almost 2 years. And then Andy wanted me to do a test for a VFX motion capture thing. Been away from the character for so long. It's gonna be strange just like to go right back into it. And I got the scene like the night before, and Andy's on Skype because he's already in Toronto for pre-production.
So much of him into the creation. The nuances in his face. The spark in his eyes. I really love sitting down with him and talking for hours about the character and the possibilities.
27 years, I dreamt of you. I craved you. Oh, I missed you. Waiting for this very moment. Time to flow.
In my preparation for the role the first time, I applied all these sort of crazy psychology to the character. There's a lot of scenes with Pennywise where it's just a physicality or a very technical thing.
It's a tremendously physical performance. He works really hard. It's just amazing. It's balletic. It's so good.
The scenes that I tend to really prefer are the ones where you could, be a little bit more, subtle's the wrong word for this character, I think, but where you can be a little bit more nuanced, maybe. There's definitely more of those scenes in this one than there were in the first one.
A little closer. 1, 2.
You okay?
Good job. Let's do it. That's right here.
The Pennywise that we meet in the second movie is different from the book. He's very defensive in the book. He's offensive when they're kids, and when they come back, he's sort of trying to scare them off. So that shows weakness instantly, because he obviously doesn't want them to be there, because they do pose a threat to him because they almost defeated him the first time.
Grab hands.
And that works in the book, but because the way we're telling the story now in the 2 separate films, this Pennywise, he really wants them back. He's missed them.
Thank you for bringing them all back. I can smell their fear.
I know what you are. That's why I'm not afraid.
Obviously, that would make for a pretty boring movie if all they do is, oh, this is what we did the first time and did this exact same thing. So for me, it was really important that Pennywise needs to be this sort of arch villain.
Oh, I know what you are. A madman. You're all grown up.
Andy comes up with these ideas that once you see it and once it's implemented, it's just like, oh, this is crazy. This is genius.
I like the fact that I'm trying to convince myself that I'm the leader.
Yeah, let's do that, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you're also broken. You're broken.
Yeah.
Like a cockroach on raid.
Clown! 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 Clown!
The idea was to get a small child to play the body part of Bill.
Clown! Clown! Clown!
And then we had a replica of the kid's body. And that was known as Pancake Head.
This is what is known in Stephen King's universe as the ritual of Chud. And the ritual of Chud is when you staple intergalactic entity's head to a piece of volcanic... Just like that. It worked.
Finally, he becomes the spider.